Hello and welcome to episode 4 of series 6 of Master League Story Mode. And what a humdinger of an episode we have for you today. I'm very excited to get going. Zico back against his boyhood club. We're going to the Maracanã on the wave of just about getting through the first round of the Cup. The league hasn't even started yet. We've not even got close to our first game in the league for Ponte Preta. But there's still a lot of drama to be had, and I cannot wait to play at this famous stadium. It's going to mean so much to Zico, it's going to mean so much to the players. It's going to be a big one. We're likely to get spanked as they're the best team in Brazil, but we'll get to that in a second because we've got some other stuff to look at. First of all, for any of you who are wondering where the fuck is the second episode of Become a Legend Story Mode, we want to see Jermaine again. I'm sorry, I've messed up the scheduling on this really. I was thinking I could put it out today, but then you know, it's going to be a Wednesday every week, so then it would be another 10 days or 8 days, 9 days until the next one. So I know it's been a long time, but I'm just, keeping everyone on tenterhooks to see how Jermaine gets on in his next few games. So that will be out on Wednesday and every Wednesday, barring when the baby comes. And just a baby update, it's still not here yet, but it could well be here next week. It could well be here the week after that. So at some point soon, the videos, which are, I guess they are less than they've ever been, 3 a week rather than 4, are going to get even less than that. So you're going to have to bear with me, but I'll be back and I'll be trying my best. I will be on paternity leave, so there'll be time. So with that out of the way, and before we get into this first game, we do have a little bit to do in terms of admin, and we need to get into the training and just make sure everyone is where we want them to be in terms of training, and we can go through and just remind ourselves of our players and how they're all doing and how we feel about them. So, Ivan the Terrible. Well, he was Ivan the Terrific in the last game. He is our captain, 22-year-old captain. He's a Brazil international, and we certainly don't have many of them in our squad, or there aren't many of them in Serie B, I'm sure. We don't want to go with balance for him though. Playing out from the back is important for us, so improving his passing is certainly worth doing. So we'll go with offensive. That's pretty simple. Bruno Ravini, Bruno Ravini had a terrible debut. I don't think there's any way around that. He gave away a goal, almost gave away a second goal. He did sort of begin the move with a great tackle for the what was ultimately the winning goal, so he made up for that a little bit. Will he be our starting centre-back? There's still discussions to be had around that, I think. It's Fonseca who is going to be competing with him. But in terms of training, at the moment he's on build-up. And with him, I am happy to stay with build-up as training. We need one ball-playing centre-back and he can be it. Reginaldo, he's unbalanced at the moment. We need to change that. He is on a loan, so it doesn't really help us that much. We'll give him Destroyer. Arnaldo, he's been pretty good. He's a good athlete, quite good on the ball. His passing can certainly do with improving, but I think offensive fullback's probably the right one to use for that, really. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we'll keep that with Renan as well. Luis Carlos Orchestrator. That is a playing style that he came to the club with. He's not a bad passer, and he's got a lot of good player skills related to passing, so we'll keep that as it is. We want to keep his... At 34 years old, he's not going to improve physically, so that's probably fine. Igor is a box-to-box. Absolutely in love with this guy. I don't know what it is about him, but I just think he's going to be good for us. There's not even particularly any stats that are making me think that, really. He's quite aggressive. He's fairly quick. He's not that big. He's not that strong. His passing's not that great. Still think he's going to do some good stuff for us. Eduardo, classic number 10. Happy with that. Asano, goal poacher. Yeah, just keep him looking. Tempting to go with prolific winger on this. Does that improve his... Or roaming flank. That does improve his passing slightly. We'll go with roaming flank. That is pretty much what he's going to be doing. Thiago Real, definitely need to change that. We'll go with creative playmaker. That is basically what he's going to be doing. Roger, target man. Yes, please. Marlison, doesn't matter really. Who even are you? Vargas, is he 23 years old? Okay. I mean, where have we been playing him? He's basically an attacking midfielder, isn't he? So I think he is going to be the understudy to the Real thing. Happy with that. Offensive fullbacks is basically what we play with. That's cool. Julio Cesar has featured a little bit. Not really a creative playmaker. Let's give him prolific winger. Let's give him a go with that one. And then below here, people who aren't really playing, they can stay balanced just because I can't be bothered. And that's it. Simple. Is there any skill training to be done? Let's take a look. Thiago Real can learn some moves that will ultimately be fairly pointless, I'd imagine. Other than that, no one eligible for anything. Asano can learn long throw. So the requirement for that is 85 acceleration. That does not make much sense to me. I'm sure there are some tiny players who can accelerate at a rapid pace who certainly wouldn't be able to chuck in a Rory Delap, but fine. Anyway, we don't really care about that. Oliveira, gamesmanship. Luis Carlos track back. I like that. He is only a loan signing though, so that'd be a little bit pointless, but, you know, because we can and we might as well. So that's that out of the way. Let's get into this first game, shall we? So despite the fact that Zico is a Flamengo legend, he was there from age 14. I believe he's their top scorer. He led them to multiple league championships, a Copa Libertadores and a Club World Cup. He's, you know, recognised as a god around these parts, and we're starting off at the stadium in which he scored hundreds and hundreds of goals, the Maracanã, the famous stadium. And another extra spicy element to this is it's our man Gabigol up top. And actually, a little treat for anyone who does speak Portuguese, Zico has got a pretty cool YouTube channel. He is a YouTuber as well. I knew that I felt a connection with him. And it's pretty funny by the looks of it. You know, there's absolutely no chance for the auto-generated caption, so it's pretty much unwatchable for a non-Portuguese speaker. But he does interview Gabigol. Obviously, as a Flamengo legend, he's probably back at the club all the time. And yeah, I'm sitting down having a chat with our man Gabby, who is looking confident and happy, and he is really on a glow up, isn't he, at the moment at Flamengo? And I love it. Absolutely love to see him doing so well. He's struggled outside of the reality of our Become a Legend series. He has struggled a bit, but back in Serie A, he is playing beautifully, scoring some great goals, and I'm sure he's going to punish us today. But let's take a look at our side. Two players who we probably needed for this. Big Rog and Carlos the Jackal. He's out. Okay, well, we can replace Carlos with McGraw. That's not ideal. He's on a downward arrow as well. Roger, much more difficult to replace. Someone mentioned in the comments that if Roger gets injured, we're absolutely done. I would agree. Yep, we're going to struggle without him. We could play Maralison up top, who is not very good, but he's got at least 70 finishing, and he's quite quick. The other option is to put Asano up there and play Julio Cesar out on the right. I'm going to give Marlison a run out, just to test him. It takes us down to 48 team spirit, which isn't ideal. We're up to 52 there. That wasn't bad. That's shot up. But yeah, we'll give the 22-year-old a start here. And yeah, see what he can do in this huge game. We're plunged straight into a game against the best team in Brazil. It's going to be a real test for the Macaca. Let's see how we get on. So here we are at the famous Estadio de Maracanã. What a place for us to be playing in only our, third game in this series. 78,000 people capacity. I wonder how many of the Ponte Pretanos have made the trip. I'm not even sure what else. This is Rio, so it's actually not that far. As we know, we looked in the intro and saw that Zico, who was obviously a local Rio boy, wasn't from far away from Campinas. I think it's like a couple of hours away maybe, so you know there could be some good support here. We're going to have a real struggle on our hands though. Let's get into it. Gerson now on the turn, ball in towards Gabigol. We can't allow him too many chances like that. Oh, great clearance, Diego Renan, but it's not cleared properly. And now Rafinha inside to Gerson. Oh, Thiago Real, great challenge. And now we've got a chance to hit him on the break here. Thiago Real, no real options. Maralison's made a run, and he might have beaten the offside trap. He has here. The young striker through on goal. Oh, he's put it through the legs. And we're off the mark here at the Maracanã. You cannot write this fairy tale journey so far in the Copa Brazil. No one gave us a chance today. We were written off before this game had even begun. And there is Ivan. Oh, he's not the captain. We need to give him the captain's armband officially, I think. Oh, so it must be Avini who's captain today. Anyway, unimportant. Maralison in today for Roger. And yeah, he managed to ride the offside trap there pretty well. Got the jump on his defender. Keeper has got to be unhappy with that. He just sort of folded to the floor. Maralison able to sweep it home with his left foot. I don't even know if he's right or left footed. I should have checked that from our starting striker. But we know he's got pace. That is one thing he's certainly got. And he's got 70 finishing as well. As a 22-year-old, perhaps this is a guy that we can rely on to back up Roger when needed. He's certainly a different option. He's got more pace. And he's got the first goal here. Incredible scenes. Ronaldo. What a header. And now Maralison. Oh, lovely touch into Real. Real out of his feet. Hits it with the left. Probably had more time there. Probably better options on. Ribeiro now. He is a quality player. Real danger here. Gabigol is played through. Reginaldo strong in defending. And we get away with that there. And we can launch a break here through Igor. The big lad. Looking for the run of Asano. Oh, nearly. Very nearly found him there as well. Good running here from Marillison again. Oh, he's found a way through somehow. Eduardo rides the challenge. Into the box here. Low ball across. Looking for Asano. We are playing out of our skins today. Zico has given them the team talk of team talks today. He knows all about this stadium. He knows all about the pressures of playing here. Eduardo does really well. What a turn. And now he can whip a ball into the box. Asano's there looking for it. It's out only as far as Igor. That's a poor ball. Oh, but that's a very poor ball as well. McGraw now into Igor. Little flick into Thiago Real. Into Asano. Could fall to Igor here. Gets the shot off. We've got him under pressure here. Half time nearly upon us. And it is all Ponte Preta. Arnaldo slips in Asano. That's a good ball. Can he float one up here? Looking for Marillison. Jesus Christ. We're really knocking on the door here. And they can't get it clear. Arnaldo keeps it in. Back to Real. And now Igor. Oh, what a ball! Oh, what? What's happened? He must have been offside. Because that was some ball from Igor. Just a fraction of an inch offside. Was Igor fouled in the build-up there? No, he wasn't. It's just a straight free kick. That's unlucky, though. Oh, mistake after mistake here. And now Real into Marillison. Finds Asano now into the box. Takuma Asano with the effort, and it's a very well hit one. And it's palmed wide. And it will be half-time here at the Maracanã. And we could have easily had a second there. And we have been playing just football like you would not believe from a 40-something odd team spirit side. Still learning to play with a lot of players who've not been at the club for a long time. And we have dominated here on their home team. Well, okay, that doesn't look like domination, does it, actually? But it's felt like it. It's been exciting. I would say that much. And if we can keep this one-goal advantage, this crucial away goal, then this will have been a huge success. Gabi isolated. Oh, that's a clever ball. Into Ribeiro. Everton Ribeiro now. Oh, what a touch that is from the defender. Absolutely crucial intervention there. It's an aimless ball, and Reginaldo will get to that easily, and Gerson McGrath's a good ball into Eduardo. He'll step back inside. Use Diego Renan. Bombing on from left back. Lovely touch from him, and then he is fouled there by Ribeiro. And that will be a yellow card, I imagine, for the Flamengo man. The captain today, just a warning for him, but they are shook here, there's no doubt about it. Good ball, looking for Felipe Luis. Igor's there helping out. True box-to-box man. He gets a challenge in. It's a good challenge. But they will have a throw here. Felipe Luis, long throw. Oh, Renan does well. Oh, can't clear it though. Ribeiro into Gabigol. Lays it off. Marillison doing well to get back, get a challenge in. And Real gets a good challenge in as well. Oh, and that smart play. Just recycles it. And then that is a dangerous ball across the box, but it's paid off. Oh, Avini, a little slow there. Arnaldo can pick it up. Oh, rise the challenge of Vitinho. Great strength from Arnaldo. There's plenty of white shirts in the middle as well. Go inside to Takuma Asano. Oh, lovely touch away from his man. Now Arnaldo. Good ball in. Ooh, and the header is back. We've already seen a good own goal in this series so far. It wasn't far off. Good tight control there. Eduardo with the early cross. It's a clever one. Oof. Reginaldo will keep it alive. Marillison on the turn. Hits it really well. And he's looking full of confidence after his first goal of the season. And this is a good ball from Everton. A speculative but well-whipped cross looking for Asano. It came out. Reginaldo still up from the back. Keeps it alive. It's forced a good save there. First proper chance of the game. That's not good. Someone feeling their thigh there. It doesn't actually tell me who that is. Who was that? That's not helpful. Who the fuck was that? That was really unhelpful. I didn't... How are you meant to... That's really annoying. I have no idea who that was. He was bending over. Dearie me. Fuck, I don't want him to do that. It could be Renan because he is tired. So we'll take Renan off. Bring on Giovanni in his place. Huh. That's not ideal. And we'll do the full right back and left back switch, which we will have to do in almost every game. Other than that, my guess is as good as any who it was. Hopefully now we don't get a muscle injury from keeping that player on. But anyway, we have another corner here, and it's going to be Eduardo to whip it in. It's a dangerous one. Marillison is there again. It's out as far as McGround. He'll keep it alive here. Oh, it's not the best ball to Ricardo, but he will be able to whip across here. Marillison at the far post rises ahead of Ribeiro, and it's another chance for him. He has been all action today, and all the action has been around him. Could have had a hat-trick. Let's hope we don't come to regret those missed chances. Gabigol, smart all over the top. Oh, he's taking it down really well, but I think Avini just did enough, and then Ivan, very quick off his line. Brave goalkeeping from him. We haven't had to do a huge amount defensively, but when called upon, we've been good, and that is a great ball into Real. Demotta, good challenge though. Ribeiro now into Gabigol. Don't let him turn, don't let him shoot. Avini clears, only as far as Rafinha. 7 minutes left here. Eduardo surely will get to that. Oh, and that's smart. That's really smart. Slightly risky, but we'll allow it. And now 6 minutes left. I think we've got to take it to the corner here. Got to be smart. Giovanni, fresh legs. We want the win here. Oh, Mari, good challenge. Very good challenge. That was not taking it to the corner. 1 minute left here at the Maracanã. I can't believe it. We're about to win our first leg in this cup. We certainly did not see this coming. This was not in the cards. What an incredible performance. I am blown away. Clean sheet king. I think this might be our first clean sheet as well. And a massive underdog as well. Very, very pleasing performance. Zico will be very proud of his lads. He had pride at stake today. Would have been a difficult occasion for him. I'm sure a lot of varied emotions running around. But without even the need for Roger or Luis Carlos, Marillison coming in, scoring early on, and then we just held out. Although, you know, we put up a good fight. And actually, look, we controlled possession. Ended with more shots on and off target. Impressive. A lot of poor mistakes from Flamengo. I'd expect them to come to the Moises Lucarelli Stadium and perform much better than that. But we've got the away goal advantage. And what a debut that is. And what a performance from the side. Look at that. 6s all the way through or above. Can't ask more than that. So we find ourselves with an advantage in this third round game against what surely must be the favourite for this entire competition. How will we do when we invite them to Campinas? Well, let's find out. Let's get straight into it. Do we introduce Roger back into the side? Yep, he's looking good, as is Luis Carlos. Gerson McGround and Marillison, who unsurprisingly is on a blue arrow today, will be very pleased with their first introduction to Zico's side. So we get an extra 4 team spirit with Roger in the side on a yellow today. But we know we've got Marillison off the bench. Let's take another look at his stats, just 1 second. So he's 22 years old, so he could be improving. Yep, 76 speed, 77 acceleration, that was all there. 71 offensive awareness isn't bad. The run was good. There's no doubt about that. And he's got first time shot. It wasn't a first time shot, but we did well. So we will give the captaincy to Ivan. And once again, which I did in the last one, which I think worked quite well, it's just marking up the right and left midfielders with our right and left backs. The main thing there is it just, you know, as they're a little bit closer to their men, it prevents them. Hang on, why is Giovanni playing? Was Giovanni? No, we've got an injury. No. Oh, if you don't check the fucking... Oh, the messages. Need to check the messages. So Renan out for a day. It's not a big deal because Giovanni is also a very good left back. But that is a shame. It must have been Renan who pulled up. We did take him off. So hopefully that's the reason he's only out for 1 day. Well, actually, I suppose it's been over a week now. But anyway, still. Let's get into it. So, oh, and who are they playing? So Everton Ribeiro. He looked good, but not too dangerous. And obviously Gabigol up top, 81 rated. If he gets any better chances than he did in the last game, we're in trouble. So here we are, back at the Moises Lucarelli Stadium. Someone did tell me to change the net colours to black and white. I've forgotten to do that. But this stadium, you know, this sort of generic stadium we're using is fairly close in design to the Moises Lucarelli, which is nice. It's got the sort of big, what do you call it, fences around the outside. It doesn't have a running track, I don't think. Well, no, I'm sure the Moises Lucarelli doesn't actually have a running track. But in terms of size, sort of atmosphere, it's fairly similar. So it's exciting to be playing in a fairly realistic stadium. Right, can we keep it tight? Can we play as we did in the last game? Can we somehow progress? Let's do it. Oh, Felipe Luis. Oh, Igor. Yes, Igor gets it there. I thought somehow he hadn't got it. Oh, Igor, what are you doing? Good ball in, looking for Gabby. Oh, had to come off his line quicker there. We've been caught out straight away. Igor did so well to win it back, but then was just trying to be too clever here. Tried to step inside. It was easily read. And then Felipe Luis, great ball into Gabby goal. Fuck! All that good work undone. So complimentary about Igor, but he's made a huge mistake there. As we were saying, we need to be smart in this, and that was not smart. Reginaldo, nice ball into Roger. Finds Thiago Real. Good feet from him. Oh, he's dispossessed though. Oh, Avini. That's cool, calm, collected defending there. Asano, lovely flick into Roger. Can he hold it up here? He's fouled, surely. Thiago Real now keeps it alive. Into Arnaldo. Oh, Arnaldo. I don't know what the hell Bruno Henrique's doing, but that's really poor. And Arnaldo now into the box. Thiago Real with the back heel. Igor spots Real in a bit of space. He can turn and drive at this defence here. Just to turn away from Motta. He's done really well there. Slips it in looking for Asano. Asano. Oh, dispossessed. Oh, that's a mistake though. Asano with the left. Oh, yes! This game has been defined by huge defensive errors. But this time, thankfully, it's Flamengo with the howler. And our Japanese striker, who we've yet to see score, has popped up with his first goal at a perfect time. But it was a huge gift from Felipe Luis, the ex-Chelsea man, with a rush of blood to the head here. This was a good ball into Asano. Tried to step back inside, but he's... That's awful. What is he doing? He's trying to find his centre-back with a little short ball for him to bring it out. He just wasn't aware of where Asano was. It's a no-look pass. A defender of his experience shouldn't be making that mistake. Bruno Henrique now. Oh, that's a clever ball. Felipe Luis will be looking to make amends. Arnaldo comes across. Felipe Luis does well. Dangerous ball. Far post. Giovanni clears. Massive chance there for Flamengo. Somehow got away with that then. It was a really good ball. An enticing ball to the far post, but danger not cleared. Oh, Ronaldo. Get it away. Oh, he's fouled there by Gabigol. Thankfully. Thank the Lord. And imagine, just imagine what the atmosphere must be like now in the Moises Lucarelli. We were holding on, we looked to be under the cosh, we've suddenly got a goal, but it's fast-paced, exciting cup football now. And we just need to gain a little bit of control. It's got a bit silly. Felipe Luis. Danger man, into Gabigol. Real can't get to it. Good effort there! Oh, that's hit very, very well. He's bouncing at a difficult height as well for Ivan, but thankfully wide. Ribeiro over this one. Half-time is upon us. It would be a horrible time to concede. It's out to Quella. Could fall here. Reginaldo will fire it into Rose... Well, not into Rosed. Fire it into their half anyway. It's a good clearance. We'll take that. And Asano's grabbed his first goal in what has been a pulsating first half here in front of the home fans. The Ponte Pretanos will be, I think, pretty pleased. We're still up. Still up. Obviously, we've allowed Flamengo that disappointing goal. Igor will be kicking himself, but luckily his pal Takuma was there to put us up again after an absolute howler from Felipe Luis. This is a game that clearly means a lot. There's clearly a lot of pressure on these players. They're making big mistakes. Even experienced players like Felipe Luis have clearly allowed the occasion to get to them. We just need to keep our heads down. That's all that Zico's going to be saying. We can pass it. We know that. We've got that game plan in place. Let's just keep the ball, dominate possession. We've allowed them 53% possession on our home turf, and that's simply not on. Let's do it. Come on. Alves with the short one. Roger was there to put the pressure on. We'll look to keep playing it out from the back here. But we've got him pinned back pretty well. Back to Alves. He's going to be forced to go long. That is great work there. And Giovanni wins that header. But Avini can't get to... Oh, shit. Oh, no. No. Oof. Ivan, yes. Ivan the terrific. That is absolutely colossal from our captain. I thought we'd mistime that, but he was off his line so quickly, we got away with it. Another pointless high ball over the top there, and that's a very smart ball. Real looking for Asano. Oh, he's got away from Felipe Luis. Can he double his goal scoring tally for the game? Oh, he can! It's go off the post! Yes! Takuma Asano. What a wonderful goal. Takuma Asano. Oh no, I need to work on that one. But I think we've got the beginning of a iconic chant there. Takuma Asano. Just, wow. He got a little bit of luck there, sure. But that's exactly what we signed him for. That straight line pace. And Felipe Luis certainly hasn't got it in his old legs anymore. catch up with the player with the blistering pace there. It was as good as in, really. Shaped it well. Just came off the inside of the post, luckily. Look at that, on the shoulder of the man. And it is the Real thing. Thiago Real puts a perfect ball into him. And then one-on-one with the keeper. Well, I'd say he kept his composure. Obviously, he missed it, but then he was there to tap in. And that surely is us progressing through now. And there he is. Grabs a brace in front of the home fans here. Absolute scenes. He's fitting in pretty well. Sticking to our principles there. Playing it out from the back, even with the full press on us. And now Arnaldo somehow found a huge amount of space. Arnaldo now into the box. They're all standing off him. He'll hit one here. Oh, it's not a bad effort as well. Keeper has to push it wide. Arnaldo speeding down that right-hand side. There's pretty much no one even bothering to stop him. They're all looking at Takuma Asano, and rightly so. He's hit it well. He's hit it hard. Straight at the keeper, though. Corner here. It's going to be Eduardo looking for Reginaldo. Corner was clear, but only as far as Igor. It's a smart ball out to Arnaldo. Back to Asano. Eduardo keeps it moving. Oh, it's a lovely ball into Big Raj. It'll fall here. Oh, he's barely had a sniff today. And that was beautifully worked from Ponte Preta. This is the type passing that we're looking for. And it's a good run from Roger. It's a good ball from Takuma Asano. He had time to put it onto his favoured right. Swung at it with the left. He's not had much to feed on today. Old Brodger. But he really could have done with finishing that off. That would have put minds at ease, certainly. Oh, Avini, great header. Can Real get to this? No, he can't. Coutinho into Gabigol. He's got men around him here. He's back out to Cuellar. Oh, danger here. Vitinho, edge of the box. It's all very neat. Whoa! And some of the travelling Flamengo fans thought that was in as it came off the net support behind the goal. They are pushing us here, as you'd expect. They have been very, very poor today. It's not far off, but Ivan happy to let it sail wide. Chance here, big chance. Oh, it's through to Rodolfo. Ivan's off his line. It's not enough. It's not enough. I thought he had that, but Rodolfo with a cute outside of the boot finish gets the Flamengo fans on their feet. 8 minutes left here. Let's take another look. Just broke down. There's a lot of Flamengo players up there. Luis Carlos, though, just steps out of position. And Avini, nowhere to be seen. Fuck. And now Luis Carlos. Lovely ball into Abner, the substitute. Into the box here. Lays it back to Big Rog. Oh, Roger just too slow to pull the trigger there. Real chance missed. Oh, Randolfo. Only Avini with him. We've got to get this right here. It's a clever ball, but oh, have you missed that? No. Oh my God. No. Fuck off. Well, we've lost it. We've somehow lost this. Unbelievable. We've allowed them to score 3 away goals. Luis Carlos there. Jude, bastards. No. How have we done this? Such a huge advantage. But ultimately, the quality of Flamengo has shone through. Asano into Eduardo. He's fouled there. Surely, referee. Chance here in the 90th minute for Eduardo to make himself a local hero. It's actually a really good position here. We've not scored a free kick yet. But if we were going to score one, this would be a great time to do it. It's over the wall. Oh! And it's wide. Eduardo just not enough whip on it. That could well be us done here. Well, we have one chance here. Asano, that's a lovely ball into Luis Carlos. And the defensive midfielder now looks to find Rog. Oh, it's a mistake from Rodolfo. Big Roger now inside. Oh, fouled there, surely in the box. Referee. Tried to step back inside, but we've lost. I can't believe it. We gave up a 2-goal advantage there. And Rodolfo, their fucking centre-back, scorer of the 2 goals. In the 82nd and 89th minute. There's going to be some big disagreements there. But we bloody well gave it our all, didn't we? And we've got to be proud of the lads. Some defensive mix-ups at the end. And ultimately, probably the better team won it. Oh, Igor's mistake at the beginning. We didn't want to see that again. Oh, absolutely gutted. Well, look, as a way of getting ourselves ready for the season, it's been perfect. We've played really, really well. We allowed them a lot of chances. Of course we did. They're a much, much better side. But in the end, you can't be angry, really, with any of these Ponte Preta players, and I'm sure that Zico won't be. Roger with a chance at the end. Sano grabbing a brace. It meant nothing in the end. But I'm proud. I'm still very, very proud. We only lost on away goals, and, you know, you can't get much closer than that, really, can you? And hopefully now Flamengo will go on and win it. Obviously Zico will be sort of a little bit pleased at least that his hometown side are still in the running. No, he won't be pleased. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm absolutely... Oh, what? I mean, the drama was there. Of course it was. You could tell at the end that was going in. But the centre-back playing as a centre-forward just seemed to mess up our defenders. We couldn't quite register who we were meant to be... Obviously who we were meant to be marking. And that's what did us in the end. That extra player certainly caused havoc. Got the goal for them. Well, next episode, we're into the league. We've had a nice pre-season, an exciting pre-season there. Wasn't to be in the end, but we did very, very well. Oh, look, a nice little cheeky press conference for us at the end of the episode. There is Zico, looking stoic. This is all about, obviously, the beginning of the season. He wants to know if we'll be including Eduardo. Absolutely we'll be including Eduardo from the beginning of the season. Haven't decided. I might use him. I doubt I'll use him. Okay, so we can't be quite as categorical as that. I might use him. Or maybe I should have said I haven't decided yet. Is Eduardo going to be a bit upset with this? No, I mean, Zico's just being diplomatic there. He says team chemistry is a big factor. He's already played 4 games for us, though, so he's not quite a newcomer. But yeah, well, we're going to have to see how we get on. We're back at the Moises Lucarelli for the first game of the season. Who are we playing? We are playing Coritiba at home. We start in front of the home fans. They've had an exciting cup run. They're going to be full of optimism for this season, and so am I. I'll see you in a bit.